Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on the hotly anticipated upcoming free Steam title in the first Descendant. This is a game coming from Nexon that is getting quite a lot of buzz and attention right now. A lot of people are going to be checking this game out July 2nd, and the fact that I know that a lot of people are going to be checking this game out next week really does make me a little bit cautious on how the servers are going to hold up and everything like that, but want to go over some of the information about the game, specifically when pre-downloads are going to go live, when the servers are going to go live, system requirements, and things of that nature. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the first Descendant, a bit of a background here real quick. It's a cooperative focus, a third-person looter shooter with a bunch of different Descendants to play as. You're going to be upgrading your character throughout. There's an emphasis on the endgame content as well. Hopefully, and this is of utmost importance when it comes to a game like this, it keeps players engaged for the long term, because as I always say, this is going to be a game that I really do believe is going to peak with a healthy number of players right out the gate. As long as the servers aren't madness or anything like that, this game is going to do exceedingly well when it drops on July the 2nd. However, where it is 6 months down the line, 8 months down the line, really is going to matter a lot more. The game notes charming and unique characters. You can play various characters with distinctive concepts and battle styles. We plan to add various customizable elements such as skins for each character to support character decoration, exciting battles, and dynamic action using a variety of skills and firearms. Experience the first Descendants' exciting battles composed of various characters with unique skill sets, free movements, and chain actions through grappling hooks, colorful firearms, and additional effects. With these, the player can create any battle style that they desire. Battles with huge monsters through cooperative play as well. Obviously, co-op play is a big focus of this game. You don't have to have a group of friends to play with, but that certainly would be advantageous. And how you synergize each Descendant's various different abilities, what you have equipped in battle, is really going to play a big part into that. So, let us first talk about when you are going to be able to play this game. It is out July 2nd, and it will be dropping midnight Pacific time, 3 a.m. Eastern. I'll leave a map where your region should be specified. If you do want to get a head start on downloading the game, that is going to go live at midnight, June 30th. So when you guys are watching this video, later tonight is when the pre-download is going to go live, and that'll be live until the game officially drops. I do imagine that, again, this is going to be a game a lot of people are going to want to check out, and I don't know if the servers are going to be at a level where, you know, people are going to be able to get in so easily. I am scarred from Helldivers 2, and I could very well see this being a game where Nexon is like, oh, we didn't know how many people were going to jump on the game. With Helldivers 2, I understand to an extent, because Helldivers 1 was a far cry from where Helldivers 2 came out, but First Descendant, on the other hand, is a game that I think everybody is aware that I know that people are going to be jumping in on this game, and there's going to be a lot of people playing the game, so, like, hopefully they are prepared, but the variety of different regions are outlined, so depending on where you are, July 2nd is essentially when the game is going to go live everywhere, so hopefully, again, Nexon is well prepared as far as the servers are concerned. I do also want to go over the system requirements if you are looking to play this game. Remember, while I would say that this game from a visual standpoint, I think looks fantastic, I think the game graphically looks great, I do think it's going to be able to run on a variety of portable PC gaming platforms. Steam Deck will be interesting. I don't know what kind of elements Steam OS might prevent the game from running, but it should be okay on ROG Ally. Looking at the system requirements, minimum, you're looking at an Intel Core i5-3570 or an AMD FX 8350, 8GB of RAM on the minimum side of things, GeForce GTX 1050 Ti or an AMD Radeon RX 570. Those are 4GB GPUs, and then recommended, obviously, a little bit beefier to run, to say the least. Intel Core i7-7700K, AMD Ryzen 5 2600X, 16 gigs of RAM, RTX 2060, or an AMD Radeon RX 5600 XT. Now, to bring it back to the point of the portable PC gaming platforms, this is a cross-gen game, so the game is playable on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and generally, those are the games that seem to run fairly well on your portable gaming platforms as well, whether it be an Ally, whether it be a Steam Deck, but I will see how that turns out. Again, First Descendant is going to be a major release, and I think it's going to be a game that right out the gate, a lot of people are going to check out. I am just curious about the longevity and the viability of this game 6 months down the line, because it's super easy when you're dropping a game like this, especially free to play, where a lot of people are going to check it out right out the gate, and then, you know, people do a lot of the content, and then they move on to the next thing. It is very difficult to get people to not move on to the next thing. You know, Helldivers 2 is a game that peaked at over 400,000 concurrent Steam players, but the more impressive thing about Helldivers 2 isn't the fact that there's over 400,000 concurrent Steam players at one point. The more impressive element is that 4.5 months after release, it still has a healthy player base, and 4.5 months doesn't sound like a long time. You guys might be looking at your live service titles and being like, the games you play, oh, I've been playing this game for years and years, but how many of those games really do sustain interest for longer than 6 months? It is very difficult, and First Descendant being a brand new IP, that is what's going to be at the utmost importance in terms of making sure that this game pops off, is that we have consistent content updates. And they're already prioritizing talking about the endgame content, so that makes me a little bit more confident in terms of them knowing that, okay, you're gonna offer this main content throughout the game, but what's gonna keep the player coming back? And it looks like they aren't just focused on progressive character upgrades and making your character more powerful, but on top of that, offering more content, and we'll get a better idea of that probably the weeks to come after the launch of the game. Really, you get a good idea of what the sustainability of a game like this is going to be 4 to 6 weeks after it comes out. It really doesn't take a long time to figure that out. Week 1, obviously, it'll have that buzz. It'll have that level of interest where people are playing it in droves, but it's that 4 to 6 week mark where the initial lure, the initial luster wears off, and then after that, are you getting people to continue coming back, continue playing the game? That is going to be the question. Obviously, it is a Nexon title. It is a free-to-play game. There will be microtransactions attached to it, given that there's a wealth of different Descendants in the game. I imagine they'll do skins. I imagine they'll do everything like that. Hopefully, it is, you know, tame enough where we can still enjoy the game completely free to play. But super excited for the release of the First Descendant. I think it's going to be a major release, and I see a lot of people excited for it. And I do think, at least right out the gate, it's going to have a healthy level of interest. And where it is 6 months from now, we'll find out sooner rather than later. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.